fellow Toastmasters. You are aware that Toastmasters is a public speaking club with the aim of making you a better public speaker and a Toastmaster. So what's a Toastmaster's role at a meeting? Well, the Toastmaster, as a lot of people have compared him to, as an MC or a master of ceremonies. I prefer to compare them to a late-night talk show host. A late-night talk show host has to be organized, on their toes, thoughtful, and they also have to be entertaining. And being organized, they have to work with several people. The first person they work with is the Vice President of Education. Vice President of Education's responsibility is similar to a producer. They create the guest list or the agenda for the meeting. And it's your job to follow the agenda and make certain that the people on the agenda are in their positions. The second person that you work with is the Sergeant of Arms. He's like the director. He gets the show started, works things around, gets people going, and then turns it over to the sidekick, which is, in our show, is the presiding officer, who warms up the audience for you by reading the announcements and getting things so, and generally introduces you. And when you're introduced as the Toastmaster for the meeting, that's your time to be entertaining. No monologues here. We go straight to the theme. And the theme is kind of the glue that binds the meeting together. Being on your toes is the administrative chore that you have to take care of. And here you have a couple band members to help you out. The first band member is the timekeeper. The timekeeper's job is to make certain that everybody stays within the time they're allotted for the meeting. So the meeting, again, flows smoothly on time. Then there's the agrammarian. The agrammarian's job is to make certain that everybody's performance is recorded in some way so that they can use that data to improve their speaking ability. Being thoughtful refers to being thoughtful of the speakers. You need to meet with the speakers beforehand, so make certain that they have their stuff ready so that you can do that. The stuff they need to give you, not the speech, is their introduction. You need to read through that introduction, make certain you can deliver it so that they are introduced comfortably and provide a great beginning for their speech. You also need to welcome them to the podium or lectern and thank them for their performance when they're finished. Every primary talk show has a co-host. Now, the co-host for Toastmasters is the general evaluator. The general evaluator takes over the second half of the meeting, has their own supporting cast of members who they introduce, and they do their job. When they're finished, they turn it back over to you. And again, it's your turn to be entertaining and give time for the Sergeant of Arms to put together the voting so that we can do the presentations at the end of the meeting. When you're finished, you wrap everything up, maybe a little more entertainment, and turn it back over to the presiding officer. That's the Toastmaster's role in a soundbite. Hopefully it doesn't sound like a lot to bite off, but that's where Toastmaster steps in. They have all the tools you need to be successful Toastmaster at a meeting. All you need to provide is the theme, fellow Toastmasters.